Happy Thursday. I hope your day is going awesome so far. I know it's pretty late in the day, but you know, it is what it is. My name is Sharita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and let's step into the goddess realm. So, y'all, we are doing things a little bit different. I know for those of you on Facebook, I'm sorry that I'm not live there. I'm only live on YouTube today. Facebook is having some API issues with live streaming, blah, 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 blah. So, what you see is what you get. And you ain't seen nothing yet. It's tricky. Catch that wave. Don't ask. Some of you are going to find that absolutely hilarious. Some of you are going to be like, just let it ride. You know the deal. Let's social it up. Chug-a-lug. Grab a glass of water, chug-a-lug, and boop. Make sure you hit like when you're done. Oh, me so thirsty. I'm glad I filled that up before I came in here. So guys, give me a hot second. I am going to jump on YouTube to make sure that everything is good to go as much as possible. And then we'll just kind of dive in and make it happen. All right, we look good to go. So thank you so much for being here today. I know it's a little bit later than what we're accustomed to, but I've had a really productive day. And I honestly, like, I started going and I'm like, what am I'm missing something today. And I was like, oh, for sheezy. I need to get it together. So let's dive in. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our goddesses, our guides for all the amazing direction and clarity you've been giving us over the last several months in particular, but I mean just every single day. We ask that you continue to guide and direct and bless our messages, make them clear and concise so everyone knows how to apply them to their lives. We also ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly. And all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. So I am going to attempt to monitor the chat in both places, in both YouTube and Facebook, guys. So if you see me doing a lot of looking around, it's because I've got my phone and then I'm going to peek at the screen and blah, blah, blah. I keep saying I'm going to set up that other monitor in here and I haven't done that. So note to self. That could be a good afternoon project. All right, y'all. Where is our message coming from today? I think our message is really coming from our fairies. Oh, thank you, fairies. I'm going to shuffle real quick. Thank you so much. What is it that you have for us today? I feel like you always have such clarity and so many action-oriented cards for us. I think we're going to talk also with our goddesses today and see where we are at. We've been really getting some more in-depth messages than we have in the past. And I don't know about you guys, but I love it. Thank you, fairies. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you have for the goddess? Ooh, hello. Goddess realm today. How many? It's going to be 3 or 4. Thank you, fairies. One more. Now, this is a very interesting read so far. Thank you, fairies. What do you have for the goddess realm today? Oh, hello. Got it. Got it. All right, y'all. Let's dive in. Now, I'm going to warn you, my wild card is in the studio with me today, and he is roaming loose. So I apologize. I'm pre-apologizing for any barking, but I think he'll be okay. I made sure he had everything that he needed, and he's all cuddled up and happy dog, so fingers crossed. So I think we're going to do this setup again, y'all, because this just seems to be working. That way I can keep my face out of the way, and you can actually see all of the cards. So the first card we have for today is New Home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So in particular, what mostly stands out about this card is, you know, we've been getting Vesta quite a bit lately, and Vesta telling us that a healthy change in the occupants or a healthy move is good for our entire household. And so I really feel that this is along that same lines, along that same route, in the sense of the healthy shift, the move, the change within is a shift in the right direction for you. The new, the clear, I don't want to say the new, but the clearer way of thinking, right? Does that make sense? We've been getting a lot of messages to really dig deeper into our shadow and to look at the areas where we've been holding ourselves back, right? Where we've been restricting ourselves, where we've been still maybe holding on to a little bit of lack or a little bit of fear. To make sure that our focus is shifted on our what and our why, and not so much on our how. So as we move focus from our how back to our what and our why, then it moves in a step of the right, it is a move in the step, it is a step in the right direction. Blah, there we go. I couldn't get it out. It is an absolute step in the right direction. Now, the next card we have is birthday. A significant birthday holds the answers to your questions. A significant birthday holds the answers to your questions. Now, the thing I love about this card is, you know, birth can be taken so many ways, y'all. So this could be a significant birthday as in your birthday, someone who is significant to you. This could be the birth of a new baby. This could be the birth of a new idea, a new concept, the birth of a new way of being, that it holds the answers to your questions. This new beginning is really the key words from this. This new beginning, whether it be a starting place for you, a starting place for, you know, of an external person, an idea, what have you. But it holds the answers to your questions. Is there anything else to that? Come back to it. Okay. I had some words that I wanted to say, but I was kind of stumbling over them. So I'm like, let me just hold off. See what Spirit has, what God has for us. Now, the next card we have is Love Life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So again, I think really what I'm feeling is that is just a backup to the new home card. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So one of the things that we talk about a lot about with this card is a couple of things in particular. Number one, we see a little boy fairy and a little girl fairy. So we can kind of think about balance and duality, right? Balancing masculine and feminine, our divine masculine self with our divine feminine self. And when we do that, we create or become the divine sun child, right? So I think it's also, for most people, I think this is going to be a personal thing where your romantic life, falling back in love with yourself, with your ideas, with who it is that you are. Maybe not even back in love, maybe in love for the first time. With who you are and what it is that you want to be, where you are at in life. And then I think a lot of that for most people, or for some people I should say, also translates over into your physical realm in terms of coupling with another person. When we're feeling good and knowing about ourselves and we're in a whole space, whole as in WHOLE, a complete space, you know, those around us can sense that and they feel that. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we can shed light on ourselves unconditionally. It helps us to do so in our relationships as well. So really, I think this love life is all the way around, but it starts within. It starts with self. And I think for most people, that's where most people are at, is falling back in love with, oh yeah, this is what I was doing. This is where I was at. This is what I originally came here to do. Or, holy crap, I never realized it, but this is what I actually love. Whether you're re-realizing, rediscovering, or you're discovering for the first time. So again, in doing so, it moves you to a new way of being, a new place, and it is a step in the right direction for you. And then our last fairy card, assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if and only if you really want to, okay? So a couple of things that you can take from that. Obviously, stand up for yourself. Stand up for your beliefs. Stand up for not only to others, but also to yourself. You know, we talk a lot about this. What is it that maybe you've been slacking on? What are some areas that, like we talked about just the other day or yesterday, that have maybe been hiding from you in terms of where have you been holding yourself back? Stand up for your beliefs. So a lot of times that's not just standing up to external forces, but standing up to our thoughts, our own laziness, our own insecurity, our own self-doubt, standing up for it. Now, here's the other part to that, y'all. Sometimes, you know, we feel obligated. I was just talking to a friend yesterday about feelings of obligation, especially when it comes to family. And we want to, as we see and know and understand new things, we want to be able to bring our family with us, right? Especially when we see family struggling. But everybody's on a different journey at a different path, you know, so sometimes we will take on things out of what we think is obligation. And I mean, take on energetic things, take on projects, even physical projects that are not necessarily of what we need to be doing or helping us. Maybe they are moving us in the wrong direction. You know, it's kind of like the thought of jumping in the coffin with someone to help save them, but then really everyone goes down in flames. So stand up for your beliefs. Don't partake in things if you don't really believe in them, whether it's external or internal forces you're feeling pressure or you're feeling these thoughts or ideas from. And again, only say yes to things if you really want to. If you really want to. You don't have to accept other people's ish unless you really want to, unless you think that you're genuinely going to benefit from it, unless you feel or know that you're being divinely guided. All right, guys, hopefully the internet will straighten out. I see we're having just a few little connection issues, but I think we're all good. So again, I really want you to focus on those things. Focus on, in particular, just standing up for what you believe in. And the thing about that, y'all, is it's hard to stand up for something if you don't even know what that belief is. So really, again, a lot of this is going in, and as you are doing the deep work, the deep, you know, hiding the shadow work, the things hiding in the recesses of your mind, as you're bringing them to light, focusing on, okay, I've been in a place of lack thinking about what I don't have, but now I'm focusing on what I do have as I move into a new place of being. As I focus on the what and I focus on the why and I don't worry about the how. Remember the card we got, the Earth Spirit card we got earlier in the week about being the waterfall and just allowing yourself to be free falling, free flowing. And as you do so, the waterfall lands into the calm pool below, the calm pool of creativity. All right, so stand up for what you believe in and only say yes if you really want to. All right, I do believe we are going to speak with our goddesses here. Thank you, goddesses. What is it that you have for us today? And I'm actually going to give these a quick shuffle. A quick shuffle. Woo. All right. Thank you, dear goddesses. Woo. Okay. Yes. We're getting one or two more. Thank you, goddesses. What is it that you have for us today? What do we need to know? One more. Okay. What do we need to know? Keep shuffling. Sometimes I get impatient. I'm like, is this it? Is this it? And they're like, just keep shuffling, Sharita. Ooh. All right. Let's dive back in. Freya. Bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. I love this. I love this. I love this. And Yamanya, again, guys, we're still in this place of the golden opportunity. And important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Important doors are opening for you right now. Right now. Not now, but right now. Walk through them. Yamanya says we have a golden opportunity. Now, the thing that I love in particular about that is, you know, when we're moving from that place of fear and that place of lack, when we're moving out of the shadow, out of the darkness, into the light, into our life path, then it requires us to really begin to be bold, right? To step outside of that familiar way of thinking. And a lot of times, y'all, that's really what it is it's not that we enjoy it. It's not even that it's comfortable. It's just so daggone familiar that it's easy to find ourselves reverting back there. So as we stand up to ourselves and we remind ourselves, we go through our affirmations, we live and walk and talk and breathe our life purpose, then we begin to get more bold. And in doing so, it helps us to recognize, not only recognize, but to walk through those golden opportunities. Remember, our fairies already told us that moving is a step in the right direction. Moving is a step in the right direction. Moving is a step in the... I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to make up a song. Oh my goodness. If only you knew where my brain goes some days. But seriously, y'all, moving is a step in the right direction. Be bold. There's something that you know that just feels right, but maybe it's just outside of your comfort zone. Go for it. The golden opportunity is in front of you. Important doors are opening as you're moving in the right direction. You're moving to a place where the doors are the important doors, not just doors, but the important doors are opening for you. Not now again, but right now. So walk through them. Now, I feel like we are getting one more card, and I think that is it. So we are going to talk to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, thank you for being here. What do you have for us today? What do you have for us today? So guys, there's something I want to clarify real quick. When we're talking about being assertive and only say yes if you want to, it doesn't mean that it's an opportunity to be cold and disheartened and just be like, you're on your own. You know, when those things, maybe rather than our normal instinct would be to take on somebody's entire project, and then we end up doing it for them, and then we're tired and we're disappointed because we let ourselves down because we totally ignored our own project, right? So maybe as opposed to, you know, it's not about telling this person, screw you, go do it yourself, you know, I'm only standing up for me. Maybe it's, hey, I love you lots, I wish you the best. In the meantime, I'm not in a position to, you know, my time is limited at the moment, but what I suggest is, and give them some suggestions. Give them some ideas. Let them know what it is that you would normally do in that situation or what have you. It's okay to be a sounding board, a listening ear, but it's not okay to take on other people's drama, other people's ish, other people's crap. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with yourself. Be careful with yourself. Archangel Michael, what do you have for us today? Okay. Okay. Good answer. Good answer. My husband and I, it's kind of like a joke in our house because with Family Feud, it's always so funny. We'll be like, good answer, good answer. It's up there, it's up there. So. Don't mind me, y'all. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So, you know, there are times in life where we see opportunities, we see doors, we see people, and we're like, is this really for me? Is this what you're telling me to do? I know I got the message earlier that said, you know, that important doors are opening. But I also remember that card from last week, the Silver Siren, telling me to watch my discernment. Maybe it was the week before last, but reminding me that, I remember what it was. The crystal card that we got with meaningful sacrifice, right? With Ascended Master Jesus Christ. And Ascended Master Jesus Christ was telling us, he's not asking us, or, the card in particular, the Oracle was not telling us to shed all of our earthly possessions and follow him. What the card was saying is you're being reminded that not everything that glitters is gold. So you're being asked to give up the temporary glitter for the long-term, deep, fulfilling gold, right? So some of you are looking around going, oh my God, is this the glitter or is this the gold? Remember, you are being divinely led at all times. Talk to your angels. There's no need to freak out. There's no need to worry. Sometimes, we feel like things are going to happen, or they're about to happen, or they're supposed to be happening, but yet in our physical eyes, we don't see anything. Remember to follow our divinely guided intuition. As we move into that place of hearing, knowing, trusting, understanding, that's when we begin to recognize those doors being open. So if you're struggling with that right now, it's okay. Talk to your angels. They are always, always, always with you. Even if you don't know which angel to call upon, just in general, my guardian angel, which angel, who is here with me? Please help me. I need guidance. I need direction. And here's just a small tidbit, y'all. When you start to study the angels, if that's something you choose to do, then you'll start to be able to recognize them and certain signs and know when which angel is around you. As you tune further into your divinity, you can ask, who is here with me? And you will hear them say. Just like yesterday when I was at the end of our reading. And I said, somebody's here. And I instantly heard Archangel Raziel. And I said, Archangel Raziel is here with us. Ask your angels. What you'll begin to find is that they're with you all the time. As you begin to tune into them, you'll begin to recognize, man, it's not that you ever leave me. It's just that I'm not tuning into you. You're divinely led. You're being divinely guided at all times. That is so awesome. It's so awesome. So again, guys, the big thing I want you to remember is that this birth, right? This birth isn't necessarily you having a baby. For some of you, it might be. I don't know. But what I am saying is that it's the birth of a new idea, a birth of a new way of being, a birth of a new condition, right? It brings about the answers to your questions. But first, like we talked about earlier in the week, we have to be willing to be that free-flowing waterfall, to fall into that calm, cool pool of creativity. Everything is improving. Be bold. Trust your divinely led guidance. As you move into your new home, your new place, your new way of being, remember those doors are opening for you. Oops, there we go. Your love life is improving. First within self and then within your external relationships as well. But remember to stay focused, stand up for your beliefs, stand up to yourself, not just others, but stand up to yourself, and only say yes if you really want to. Part of doing some of this illumination work, or working, illuminating our shadows, is recognizing where we're being pulled. Oftentimes we're being pulled in multiple directions unnecessarily. What are we tolerating? Who are we tolerating to be the negative Nelly in our lives? One of the big things that you can, when you're reevaluating or evaluating, is just start to notice what people or what situations leave you feeling tired and exhausted. There are some people, when you get off the phone with them, you're like, yeah, that was so awesome. I'm so pumped up. I'm charged. We had a great conversation. And there are other people, when you get done hanging out or you get done talking to them, you're like, oh my God, I need a nap. Right? Who is pulling energy from you? Who is feeding you? Even if people are feeding you, what are they feeding you? So just be aware, y'all. Be aware of yourself. So many of our messages lately have been really specific into making sure that we are tuned into ourselves, taking daily inventory of our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. All right? All right. I think that pretty much sums us up for today. I thank you so much for being here. I know that things are probably just a little bit different for those of you who are on Facebook. I did post the link there so that you would know to come over here. So hopefully you got it. Otherwise, for those of you on YouTube, thanks so much for being here as always. Love you lots. Let's social it up one more time. You know the deal. Chug-a-lug, hit like. Don't hit your tooth. Some days I make my own self giggle. Love you lots, y'all. By the way, for those of you looking for some guidance and direction, a lot of you have come to me recently looking with some questions for your love life, men and women. Make sure you click the link below here on YouTube and schedule your free goddess reading. Additionally, make sure you visit iamgoddesslife.com and check out our coaching program. If you are having a hard time walking your life purpose, discovering it for that matter, staying on track, correcting those negative thoughts, those feelings, needing to get your body in order as well, because again, total wellness is mind, body, spirit. Make sure you visit I Am Goddess Life under the menu. Check out the coaching tab for more information. And we will see you in the meantime inside the goddess realm. Talk to you soon, y'all. Have a great day. Take care. Yep. Bye.